tight ropes, tight ropes, tight ropes, tight ropes, tight ropes, stayed on my back. The most balanced. Tight ropes, stayed on my back. The most balanced.
Beats by Lonze back with another video.
Stayed on my back. The most balanced. Tight ropes, stayed on my back. The most balanced. Tight ropes, stayed on my back. The most balanced. Tight ropes, stayed on my back. The most balanced. Tight ropes, stayed on my back.
All right, let's get this moved around a little bit. What's going on, everybody? Beats by Lonze back in the building. Another video for y'all. I'm working with the controller mode software. So there's a lot of talk about Akai Professional, whether they're going to drop the new update to the software, right? Now, we all know that the software provides a certain purpose for some people. Some people like to work with controllers. Some people like to work in standalone. And so, yeah, I have my MPC one over here. I have all the rest of my MPCs behind me. And majority of the time I work in standalone. But sometimes I need the power of the computer. I need the power of a machine that I can bring in other plugins and all that kind of stuff. There's nothing wrong with 2.15. So if Akai decides that they want to update 2.15 and bring in 3.0, that's fine. But in the meantime, we still got 2.15 in the old version where you can still use 2.15 if you do choose so. Now, if you're like a lot of us, we have multiple machines and you can have 3.0 on your machines and you can also have 2.15. So you can have the best of both worlds. So I don't understand where all the complaints come from. I think it's a lot of old ideology where people just don't want to change. They don't want to see the future. They don't want to see what happens when you come into the next ideology of a software or a hardware. So this is, I think that Akai is going to do what Akai does. They'll do the right thing and they'll come out with a product that should be developed good enough for everybody. So my predictions is that they're going to keep a 2.15 version, or they're going to make 3.0 where you can go back and forth between 3.0 and 2.15 if you do desire, because they have all these other controllers out there that will depend on using 2.15 or some type of remnant of that. So I typically don't reply to comments that are negative. I typically just delete them off of my page, but I got a comment on my page earlier saying that I buy a lot of drum machines and it seems like I make a lot of beats, but I don't do anything to completion. I don't have anything to show for my productivity. And I said, well, you must be new to my page, because you can see in the last 6 months I've dropped over 20 something projects. Like in the month of October alone, I dropped 6 beat tapes in October. November, I dropped 3 more projects. December, I dropped the 12 Days of Christmas. In January, I just dropped another album. An album. Like, not just beats, an album. And if you go back in the summertime, I dropped albums. In June, July, August, dropped albums, full-length albums with raps and songs and production. And not just production from myself, but production from my team and other people. With a lot of production from me, because I felt like if you go to my page, you'll always hear my beat tapes. So you'll always hear me. But if I bring in other production from other producers and show that I am multifaceted and that I can work with, other producers, it'll round out everything in my catalog. So I've never been afraid of working with other producers, but it got to be producers that I trust, producers that we get money together, producers that our paperwork is always tight. And so shout out to my man Beats by Wugga out of Ireland. We work well together. We get money together. We've done a lot of collabs. We have a lot of features with prominent artists in the field right now. So with that being said, that's just that. But anyway, I just want y'all to know, if y'all come to my page and you think that my page is only just to show off drum machines, and that's all you get from it, then very well. But the link in the bio says a link in the bio for a reason. And if you click on the link in the bio, you'll see, oh shit, there's some shit here. So, even if you think that it's bullshit, you'll still see that it's still work. It is a project that artwork had to be done, songs had to be mixed, mastered, songs had to be created, beats had to be created. There had to be a plan of attack. You can't see my whiteboard over there, but there's a plan of attack, a whole year plan of attack of how to conquer making music and using beat machines and YouTube and all the other social media. So whatever. But anyway, last night I went to bed and I woke up this morning and I was thinking that I wanted to create a beat for Glorilla. But what I wanted to do for this Glorilla beat, I wanted to use a sample from the 80s, and I wanted to use one of those conga um Latin type sounds, sort of like bachata, or like what is the joint called? I can't think of it now that I'm trying to say it. But anyway, some type of Spanish drum pattern, African drum pattern type of vibe, but hip hop trap at the same time. And that's what I had the sample in mind when I was thinking of it this morning. I tried to type it in my notes what I thought the song sounded like, but I could never find the sample. And I don't like clearing samples and working in that atmosphere anyway. So I am going to come up with this Glorilla record a different way. So anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that the software is powerful. You got all your plugins in the software. There's nothing wrong with the software as it is right now. So I don't understand why all this hoopla about why we don't have the 3.0 software yet, because it's not ready yet. So as simple as that. It's not ready. If they are going to drop this 3.0 software, which I think they are, it's not ready yet. So who cares? Use the freaking tools that you got. You got 2.15 in the software. You can still use it. You got 3.0 on the hardware. You can still use it. Freaking use it. So my point is, use it. And I ain't one of those that just like to talk and not do. You can see I've done the work. I've continually been able to do the work, and you will see that in the future I'll continue to do the work, Lord willing. With that being said, all right. So I'm working on this beat. So far I got a verse and a hook. I'm gonna have to come up with an intro, and I think I'm gonna come up with a bridge. So I'll let y'all stick around and see what I do with this beat. So let's go.
So one of the craziest things happened after I started to record the rest of this video. So all of the audio for the beat went out of my camera. So my camera didn't pick up any audio. All that it could pick up was my voice, which is very weird. But anyway, there's a beat that came out of this. Came out really good, and it's saved in the computer software. And y'all can catch it next time on the next edition of this video. So thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. And we will catch you on the next video. Peace out.
All right. I don't know if you still subscribe to me yet. I'm waiting for y'all to subscribe. So I'm out here doing push-ups still. Have you liked? I'm waiting. Like, comment, and subscribe. Beats by Lonze. Let's go.